Most people can't stand being alone. They need noise. They need people. They need distraction. But intelligent people, they choose solitude, not because they are broken, but because they've seen something uncomfortable, the truth about people, the truth about life. And once you see it, you can't go back. So the question is, why do intelligent people prefer being alone? And what do they know that others don't? We live in a world that glorifies being social. More friends, more conversations, more attention. But behind all that noise, very few people are actually thinking. Very few people are actually aware. And the ones who are, they move differently. They speak less. They observe more. They disconnect often. Not out of arrogance, but out of understanding. In this video, you'll discover the real reasons why intelligent people distance themselves from others, protect their solitude, and find strength in being alone. And by the end, you might realize being alone is not loneliness. It's a different level of awareness. 1. They value deep thinking. Intelligent people live in their minds, not in a negative way, but in a powerful way. They question everything, why things happen, how people behave, what life really means. And that kind of thinking requires space, silence, focus, because deep thinking cannot survive in noise. Small talk interrupts it. Crowds disturb it. So they step away, not to escape people, but to protect their thoughts, because their mind is their greatest asset. 2. They see through fake energy. Most people play roles. They act differently depending on who they're around. They fake interest. They fake emotions. They fake connections. But intelligent people, they notice everything. The forced smile, the hidden jealousy, the insincere words. And once you see that, it becomes hard to ignore. So instead of pretending, they withdraw. They choose fewer people, real people, because authenticity matters more than popularity. 3. They protect their energy. Energy is limited, and intelligent people know this. Every conversation takes something from you. Every interaction costs you attention. So they become careful who they talk to, what they listen to, where they spend their time. Because once energy is wasted, you don't get it back. So they choose solitude, not as an escape, but as protection. 4. They don't need validation. Most people lie for approval, likes, compliments, recognition. But intelligent people, they've outgrown that need. They don't need the world to tell them who they are. They already know. They trust themselves, their thoughts, their decisions, their path. And when you don't need validation, you stop chasing people. You stop performing. You just exist authentically. 5. They enjoy their own company. Being alone feels empty to most people, but to intelligent people, it feels complete. They don't need constant stimulation. They don't need to be entertained, because their mind is enough. They can sit quietly and still feel engaged, thinking, imagining, creating. They build a relationship with themselves, and that relationship is stronger than any external one. 6. They have high standards. Intelligent people don't connect easily, not because they are difficult, but because they are intentional. They don't want shallow conversations. They want depth, meaning, truth, and that's rare, very rare. So instead of lowering their standards, they stay alone because they'd rather be alone than surrounded by the wrong people. 7. They avoid drama. Drama is everywhere. Arguments, gossip, unnecessary tension. Most people get pulled into it, but intelligent people, they step back, they observe, they detach, because they understand something simple. Not every battle is worth fighting, and peace is more valuable than being right. 8. They are focused on growth, while others are chasing attention. Intelligent people are chasing growth, learning new skills, improving themselves, building something meaningful. They understand time is limited, so they don't waste it. And sometimes growth requires isolation, because you can't evolve if you're constantly distracted. 9. They understand human nature. Intelligent people study people, not academically, but naturally. They notice patterns, behavior, reactions, intentions. They understand why people lie, why people pretend, why people change. And once you understand human nature deeply, you become more careful, more selective, more distant, not out of fear, but out of awareness. 10. They find peace in solitude. At the end of everything, it all comes down to one thing: peace. Not fake happiness, not temporary excitement, but real, deep, unshakable peace. Most people, they chase noise. They need music playing, people talking, something happening. Because silence forces them to face themselves. And that's what they're running from. But intelligent people, they do the opposite. They sit in silence. They embrace it. They listen to their own thoughts. Because they're not afraid of what's inside. They've already faced it. They've already questioned themselves, doubted themselves, understood themselves. And once you understand yourself, you stop needing the world to distract you. You stop needing validation. You stop needing constant company. Because you realize something powerful. Peace is not found outside. It's built inside. And solitude becomes a place where that peace grows. No pressure, no expectations, no pretending. Just you and your mind. And in that space, you become stronger, you think clearer, you heal faster, you grow deeper. While the world is busy running, you are becoming, slowly, silently, powerfully. And the more time you spend in that state, the more you realize not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves your energy. Not everyone deserves your presence. Because your peace is too expensive, and protecting it becomes your priority. So no, solitude is not emptiness. It's alignment. It's clarity. It's power. Final. So no, they are not lonely. They are not antisocial. They are not broken. They are aware. They've simply realized something most people haven't. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves your energy. And not every connection is worth keeping. So if you find yourself alone, thinking deeper, pulling away, outgrowing people, don't be afraid. You're not losing your place in the world. You're finding it. And sometimes the strongest people walk alone